Well, hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. This is Shanice and Wise, and I am coming to you today for your Monday motivation. And today I want to talk about or ask you the question: are you secretly sick of surviving and you know you were meant to thrive? So, are you secretly tired of surviving when you know that you were meant to thrive? So let's take a deep look into what I'm going to chat with you about. But I do challenge you to let me know you're here. Wave at me, say hello. Happy Monday to everyone. I am so excited that you have joined me. I do have some great information to share with you. And I challenge you to share this post. I challenge you to tag someone else in. I challenge you to, again, this motivational message may not be meant for you, but it may be for someone that is on your page. So I challenge you to definitely share it, share it, share it, because I feel like I have some good information for all of you on today. So I'll give you a few minutes to share it on your page, tag somebody in, give me a say hello to me so I can know that you're here. Wave at me, all that good stuff. All right, so let's go ahead and hop right in. So, think about how you were raised. Think about how you were taught growing up. Were you taught to survive, to just have enough, to get by, to make it? Or were you taught to thrive? Were you taught to thrive? Were you taught to go above and beyond, to get the and then some? Um, what were you taught? How were you raised? Because we were brought up. So many of you building businesses, many of you walking in your gifts, many of you trying to go after what you desire. Are you going after it just to survive, or are you going after it to thrive? Okay. So I think growing up for me, I was like right in the middle. Right in the middle. I was always an overachiever, always wanted more, always wanted to do more, but I did not truly understand what thriving meant until I became an adult. Now, don't get me wrong. I was always a go-getter. I was always a mover and shaker. I was always just going, trying to do my best, working to do my best. But I never truly understood thrival thriving mindset until I became an adult. So let me give you some definitions, okay? And this is for your Monday motivation. And the reason I'm sharing this with you because I challenge you to go into the month of March. We're already in the month of March. I challenge you to go into this month like totally focused on thriving, totally focused on expectation. I want you to expect. I want you to challenge yourself to do more than what you would normally do. I'm always telling my son, because my son, he's very, very smart. You know, Brandon Charles is a very, very smart young man. And him, when he just does enough, he gets an A. So he's used to just doing enough. And he's 10 years old and I'm working with him to do more, to do more, to do above and beyond. So I want you to ask yourself, if you're by a mirror, look in the mirror and ask yourself, are you okay with surviving, or are you ready to thrive? As you walk into this month and you go after your goals, you go after your dreams, you may be sick, you may be tired, you may be stressed out. Are you going to just allow survival mode to keep you where you're at? Or are you going to focus on thriving? Because I truly believe that when God is speaking about abundance and thriving, I just believe in my spirit, it goes neck and neck. Okay. So write this down if you what is necessary to live. So that's survival mode. Survival is doing what is necessary just to get by and to live. Thriving, but reaching above this to make continual progress. And that is what I'm constantly beating into my child, as well as my clients in my program, even though that they're amazing. they're, running 6, 7 businesses, but I still challenge them to go above and beyond. A thriving mindset is defined by continually challenging yourself to be a better person, to be a better spouse, parent, child, friend, being more understanding, more supportive, or just being there more. Challenging yourself to be better in your career, more fulfilled in your business, being more rewarded, or just being happier. Changing yourself individually to constantly questioning who you are, whether this is in line of who you want to be, asking yourself, is there more out there? Should I be working to move up? Should I be working to do more? Do I want to do 100% or do I want to do 120%? This is one of the things that I am focusing on at my conference, Transforming Your Profits. My 3-day live event that is Friday, March 29th through Sunday, March 31st, is the whole shifting of your mindset. If you desire, no matter where you're at, to be happy, to be whole, to be healthy, you have to shift your mindset. If you desire to be well, right now you may be sick in your body, shifting your mindset. If you desire to run a 6 to 7 figure dollar business, shifting your mindset. But sometimes if you were not brought up that way, you may think that you operate in that mode, but behind closed doors, you are in the same place that you were last year, where you're secretly still surviving. You have enough money to just pay your bills, but you don't have an excess to live. You're constantly saying, if I can afford it, if I can't afford that, like that right there, I just don't believe in those words. I can't afford. At the end of the day, we are children of God, and He owns everything in abundance. So when you say that you can't afford, what you're saying to me is that you are not trusting God. Now, it may not be feasible at this moment. It may not be something that you choose to do. But when you say I can't afford, what you're doing is you're throwing it out at the universe, and you're telling God, I don't believe that you can do exceedingly abundantly above all that we could ask or think. Like, you're saying that He doesn't own everything. You're saying that He is not able. So today, in your Monday motivation, as I share with you, I want you to ask yourself right now, where are you limiting God? Take a look at your business. Is it inside of your customer base? Is it inside of opportunities? Is it inside of you growing your prices? You growing your strategies? Where are you limiting God? By using words like I can't afford, or I cannot do this, or I'm not able to. That is survival mode. Surviving means to continue to live or exist, while thriving can be described and defined as to grow or develop, to prosper, or to flourish. Come on, y'all. It's time for us to get in the mindset of thriving. No longer is it okay to just survive, and no longer is it okay. No longer is it okay for you to wear a mask, acting like everything is okay when it really is not. Walking around in your red bottoms with your Gucci Louis bag, Fendi bag, MCM bag, and you are secretly surviving. No more running $1 million business and you're not earning enough profit to pay yourself and to add on new employees. No more of being mediocre. In this season, God is calling us all to be higher, to go higher. And if you're just surviving, then are you challenging yourself to go higher, to do just enough? Are you going to your same job every day when you know that there's a business that's inside of you, but because of fear of the unknown And because it's providing a paycheck, and the paycheck is barely giving you anything anyways, you just keep doing it. It's like mundane. You do it over and over, over and over, over and over, over. Life to live, we got to be willing to live life out loud, live it abundantly, go after exactly what it is that we desire, and quit playing it. When you step out on faith, that's when you say, God, I trust you. And that's when God says, I've been waiting on you to do this. Now I can jump on the scene and I can help you grow. That's faith, walking when you don't even see it. I've talked to a couple people who really want to attend my conference. They really, really want to attend my conference, but they're afraid. They're afraid to register because of the unknown. They're afraid to put their money in there because it's supposed to go other places. The longer they continue to live in fear, the longer they will stay in the same place. How many of you want to wake up next year, the exact same day, exact same time, and be in the exact same place? And this message is not to be a downer. This message is not to make you feel bad, because anyone who knows my spirit, I have the spirit of encouragement, of motivation. This motivational message is to challenge you to be uneasy. Quit operating in mediocrity. Quit just surviving. Quit just being okay with being okay. Ask yourself, take a minute, ask yourself, why are you still in the same place? Why are you still in the same place? I want you to think about it. What opportunities have you passed by because you're afraid? You know, the scripture in John 14:2 says, my Father's house has many rooms. If there were not so, wouldn't I have told you? In my Father's house. And another version says, in my Father's house, there are many mansions. That's abundance right there. That's overflow. So I'm going to ask you again, are you secretly sick of surviving when you know you were meant to thrive? Are y'all there with me? Is this a message that's challenged you? It's like pulling on your spirit? Or is it a message where you're like, you know what? I'm tired of surviving. And see, surviving can be at any area, any level. You could be making 6 figures in your business right now, but you've been there for a long time. The same exact 100,000 a year for the last 10 years. So now you're surviving. You're just surviving. It doesn't matter. Being sick and tired is at any level. It's at any level. Do you know how many people I talk to, how many business owners that I coach that have been earning well over $500,000 and they are surviving in that place? Survival mode can set in at any time. Anytime, anytime, anytime. So let's talk about some signs where you're just living in survival mode. You choose an easy path. You're more reactive than proactive. You blame circumstances or others or find excuses when things go wrong. You feel like there's not enough to go around. You don't speak your mind. You don't listen to hear what the person is saying. You listen to answer. You see failures as the end result of things gone wrong. For me, when I don't do good at something, or when I may fail at it, I'm like, okay, what could I have done differently? So when I come back, I'm coming back with, like, on purpose. You understand what I'm saying? People people fail forward. Like, it's okay. It's okay to fall. It's okay. You just get back up, you learn, and you keep going. And then a sign that you're still in survival mode, change scares the mess out of you. Totally. You're afraid to step out on faith. You're okay with being content. Complacency becomes your best friend. But how many of you know that it's time for you to thrive? Do you know that it's time for you to thrive? Remember, in our Father's house, there are many, many mansions. His word says he can do exceedingly abundantly. Do you know that it's your time to thrive? Do you know that? There's another scripture that I want to share with you. And I challenge you, whenever I share scriptures, take them, print them out, put them all over your wall. I am big on affirmations, power words, power statements, waking up. My vision boards are all on my wall. Got a personal vision board. I got a business vision board. My mother has one in her room. My husband has one hanging up. My son has one. My brother has one. Like, I did a vision board party. I'm all about visualizing where it is, telling God where we're going, right? So Matthew 7:7 says, seek and you will find, and knock and the door will be open to you. Ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be open to you. This is what God is saying. So if you're tired of surviving and you know it's your season to thrive, he's saying ask. And I'm going to give it to you. Seek. Go after it and you'll find it. Knock and I'll open the door for you. I don't know about you. This is just blessing me. This is blessing. Now let's look at, when do you realize it's time for you to thrive? Number one, know yourself. Know who you are, your purpose. And if you don't know it, seek people like myself to help you realize what it is. I take my clients through different assessments so we can look at their characteristic traits. We can look at their strengths. We can look at, where they thrive at. You have to spend time. See, when you learn more about God and what's in the Word, you learn more about who you are and how He created you. I am successful in my business because I consistently stay close to my Word. I'm consistently on my knees. I know the gift that's inside of me. I know what God desires for me to do. And anybody who doesn't like it, oh well. They can't put me in heaven, and they sure enough can't put me in hell. Know who you be. So spend time on personal development. Another thing that you can do is, as you shift from just surviving to thriving, and this may sound elementary, but when I tell you, there's a lot of elementary things that some highly successful people are not doing, and that's why they're in the same place. Choose to fill your day with activities that use your skills, your strengths, and your passions. Surround yourself with other people who think bigger than you, who desire to thrive. Surround yourself with people who intimidate you, who are doing better than you. Because what happens? They pull you up. And as they're pulling you up, guess what? You're pulling other people up. Thrive physically, mentally, and emotionally. Eat well. Sleep well. I know as business owners, we struggle with this because if you're someone like me, I can work all the time because I absolutely love what I do. But I got to remember, I'm no good to my son, to my husband, to my family if I'm not taking care of me. And then making time to play. On my vision board, and this is important to me this season, every quarter to go out of town, even if it's 2 hours away, and to remove myself from the transition yourself. Okay? Think about what do you want to attract? Like go write down right now in the place that you're in, what do you want to attract in your life? Write it down. Go back to places in your mind, places and times when you were thriving. Write it down. Remember how it felt, the type of energy you were giving out. Get your vision boards up. And I had someone say to me, I'm tired of vision boards. Are you doing what's on your vision board? How are you going to be tired of it if you're not seeing the manifestation of the things that you put on your vision board? What do you mean you're tired? Meditate, pray, attend a conference or retreat that's going to speak into you. Register and invest in something that you never ever thought that you would. Read, listen to podcasts. Go check. It's on iTunes. It's on Google Play. It's on iTunes. Search for it. Red Lipstick Chronicles. Tips from the lips of successful entrepreneurs. Very motivating. Do something that scares you. Those of you that are listening to me right now and you have been seeing me post, you've been seeing me talk about my 3-day conference, Transforming Your Profits. And you're like, oh, 3 days, I don't know if I can take that away from my business. Oh, 3 days, I don't know. Oh, the investment, I don't know. But are you ready to thrive? You must change your habits. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting different results. Doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting different results. So my question that I'm going to leave with you today, are you secretly sick of surviving when you know you were meant to thrive? To learn more tips, to receive more techniques, you can click on my link if you're following me right now on Instagram. In my bio, click on the link. Joining my network. If you're following me on Facebook, in the description, you see where you can click to sign up to get more weekly business techniques and strategies to grow. Also, more information about Transforming Your Profits, 3-day live event, Friday, March 29th through Sunday, March. Today, we're talking about the shift. We are talking about the mental shift. You cannot tell me that you're ready for 6 to 7 figures in your revenue if you're okay with survival mode. You can't tell me. You can't tell me. Because survival mode means I'm okay with playing small. I'm okay with just being average. I'm okay with just getting by. You know that you were meant to thrive. It's not okay. It's not okay. And my prayer as you listen to me today, that you take a look at yourself in the mirror and you look at how beautifully God created you. No matter if you are male, female, listening to me. He beautifully created you. in his own image to be who you are. And God desires for you to live your life out loud, to live it to the best that you can live it, to achieve everything that you can achieve, to get the abundance, to know that there's enough for everybody and everything that he has for you is waiting for you. So I'm going to close on this story, this quick story, okay, real quick. And I have changed it around, so you may have heard it, but I'm going to tell it to you again in Shanice's words, okay? Peter gets to heaven, and he's looking at all these different doors, right? And he sees a door with his name on it. And he's like, God, why is my name on that door, and why do you have it locked? He's like, Peter, you don't want to know what's in that door. You don't want to know what's in that door. So Peter is like, okay, but you know how we get nosy. So he walks around again and he goes back to that door. He knocks on the door. God's like, Peter, I told you, leave that door alone. You don't want to go in there because you're not going to be happy with what's in there. And he's just begging God and just let me go in there. My name is on it. So obviously it's stuff for me. God is like, Peter, you don't want to do it. I'm telling you not to do it. I'm telling you. What do? Y'all know us is, God, it's okay. I can deal with whatever's in that room. God unlocks the door. He opens it up. He sees all these boxes. Peter sees all these gold, beautiful boxes. That's like millions and millions and millions of boxes. And he's like, God, what are all these boxes? And why are they sitting on the shelf? Like, why are they just sitting on the shelf? What's in them? Peter, I let you in the room, but you don't want to know what's in these boxes. No, God, I want to know. I want to know what's in the boxes with my name on it that are wrapped in gold. Peter, you don't want to know what's in the boxes. I'm telling you right now, you don't want to know what's in the boxes. God, yes, I do. Show me what's in the boxes. God said, Peter, I would devastate you if I showed you everything that's in these boxes, because each box is a different blessing that I had waiting for you that you didn't ask for. Each box, each beautifully golden box has a blessing in it. But because you were staying in survival mode and you were okay with being where you were, you never thought to ask me for the exceedingly abundantly. You never thought to ask me to blow your business all the way up. You never thought to ask me to connect you to the right opportunities. The right opportunities. You never asked me for the house that you really wanted. You never asked me for the bank account that you truly desired. You never asked me for the car that you really wanted. You never asked me, so I didn't give it to you. The moral of that story is, ask God for what you desire. Go above and beyond. Go to the planet of thrive and leave the planet of surviving. God wants more for you. I want more for you. And I believe that you deserve more than where you're at now. And I'm not asking you about where you're at now, because life may be great, but what if it could be even better? So thank you all for joining me on today. Appreciate it. I challenge you to share this Monday motivational message. I challenge you to listen to it again. Leave me some comments. Let me know your thoughts. I look forward to connecting with you. Make sure you share this Make sure you tag someone else in. And I challenge you today, as you walk into this month, to move to the planet of thriving. Shanice and Y signing out. Love you.